feel free to continue.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now let's pop into this bad boy. All right. So I know this is a bit daunting to look at, but I just want to refresh something for you guys really quickly on the link graph side of things. If you go to resources in Holistic SEO Blueprint, you're going to see that we're always taking a 4-pillared approach to SEO, right? We have authority, content, technicals, user experience. There are other things like local SEO that would technically be its own pillar. And there are other things like paid media that would be an add-on, not necessarily relevant to SEO, but it's part of a holistic marketing solution, right? So I approached this template here for you guys looking at the pillared approach of SEO. And more specifically, these are all components up until we get down to UX and paid media that auto can absolutely help you execute at scale, right? So what are we looking at? Column A are the pillars. So local SEO, technical and on-page content, authority, UX, and paid media. B is the deliverable nested under each pillar. C is a brief description that I encourage you guys to review, to modify, to add your own language and, messaging onto it. Here we have the frequency. We have frequencies as one-time, monthly, quarterly, or optional. You can adjust those. And then we have suggested packages at different price points. Obviously, you can adjust these. These are placeholder fields. Adjust them based off your typical client's willingness to pay or your economics. But we wanted to have a package that was very inexpensive. So $350 small SEO package, a medium $1,000, and then a large package at $2,500. Now there's a checkbox here. So if the box is checked, that means the service or the deliverable is included at the price point, right? All of these are going to be able to be executed with auto. This is more for how you communicate this to your leads or how you build packages on your own website. So if it's selected in all boxes, that means the deliverable is applicable. Here, I'm putting recommended frequencies. You can adjust this. Again, these are placeholder values. Adjust this to whatever you want. So we're saying at a small package, we're going to do 2 Google Business posts for you every month, 2 question and answers, on the medium 4 and 4, on the large 8 and 8. Here for review response, I'm giving you guys the option of saying, look, your $350 package doesn't come with review response. Do you want to add it on as an extra $50? Or if you sign up today, I usually charge an extra $50 for this. I'm going to waive that fee for you, right? So give you a little bit of either ability to add on or to help with the sales cycle. And the other 2 is just going to be responding and monitoring as needed. Here, all of these items, metadata, alt image text, schema, internal linking, canonicals, and redirects are applicable to all 3 packages because auto can help you with all of that. Miscellaneous, I deselected that for the small one just to kind of help you guys say, like, look, this doesn't cover everything that's wrong with your site. This covers what I explicitly listed, whereas the larger packages will help you tackle some of the miscellaneous or ad hoc things that do come up from time to time. Content strategy, you're going to be using the topical map tool to build this. I would recommend creating content strategies on a quarterly basis. Again, you can choose to include this on the lowest tier. You can use this as an upsell opportunity, but it's always going to be included in the medium and large tier. Blog writing, again, recommended frequencies 2, 4, or 10 per month. And then content enhancements. These are going to be done through the missing keyword section in auto, the missing heading section, the semantic knowledge for the NLP entities, and the factual trust for the FAQ entities, right? And you would include those in all 3 packages. You guys will have the discretion to say, oh, this is for up to 5 pages, up to 10 pages, up to 50 pages. That's totally up to you, right? You can customize this as you see fit, but this is how I would approach it. Then citations, again, all sites are going to get citations. The difference here is going to be how many did you select? Did you do 1 channel, 3 channels, all channels? Similarly for press releases, everyone's going to get a press release every month. The deltas here are based off the number of channels you're selecting because that's going to incur additional costs to you. So you need to offset those costs to the client, right? Cloud stacks, again, you could choose to do as an add-on, or you can say, hey, we normally charge $50 for this. We're going to waive that fee if you sign up immediately. But as a reminder, 1 round of cloud stacks does consume 20 hyperdrive credits. So I would recommend leaving that as an add-on the lowest package price point. I would not recommend including guest posts at this price point. It's not going to necessarily work out for you guys at that margin. So I would use this as an upsell opportunity or an add-on as needed. Here, I put comments in these two cells to say, hey, these are, a rough range of how many backlinks you should secure at these price points. You guys know your link economics better than I do, so you can adjust this based off whatever makes sense for you. And then everything below the fold is going to be optional, right? So under the UX, for example, social proofing, like, do you have your review carousels? Do you have your testimonials? Do you have trust badges from awards that you've won, from publications you've been featured on? Do you have any type of numbers or statistics about the number of clients you've helped, the number of reviews you have, the number of awards you've won, et cetera? These are items, so CTA mapping, CTA text, sales messaging, performance updates on mobile and desktop, mobile friendliness. These are all very important, but they're not necessarily something that auto can do for you, which is why I'm indicating them as optional. So if your agency internally has the capability to offer these, then lean into them and say, hey, we should add these to your packages to maximize the value of the services you're getting. If you don't, just delete them or hide them, right? Same idea for paid media. These are the most utilized services like Google pay-per-click, local service ads, meta ads, TikTok, and then display for retargeting. If you're able to offer these internally at your agency, cool, add them as optional, lean into them, and try to upsell the prospect. If you guys don't want to touch paid media at all, delete this section altogether and don't even offer it, right? But essentially, I want to give you some ammunition to say, if I have nothing, if all I have is auto, then I should be selling 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I have internal resources and my team can work on certain things as well, then let's add on UX and paid media, and you have the option to customize some of the deliverables in here as well. But yeah, I would definitely recommend at least playing around with this. Again, this is just a template. You guys can clone it, you can modify it for a use case, add things, take things away. But this is how I would approach thinking about building new packages, now knowing that I have auto that can help me with the lion's share of what's presented in this document.